One hero limit or no hero limit? That is the question. How's it going, everybody? Force here, and today we're going to talk about Overwatch and hero limits. Recently, it's been like a highly debated topic, and actually, it's been a highly debated topic since the game was first announced, and it was revealed that with this huge cast of heroes, well, actually, it's not, it's a relatively small cast of heroes. With this cast of heroes, people would be able to constantly swap mid-game, and also, there would not be any imposing of restricting players from playing multiple of one hero. Now, a lot of the times, people do seem to gravitate towards just having one of each hero. That's been my experience. And then sometimes, though, you'll get that crazy all-soldier team, or a lot of Winstons and Tracers or Torbjorns with a healer mixed in healer there. And I think that's part of the fun of Overwatch. It's part of what makes the game interesting to play, when all of a sudden you see this crazy composition, or you notice 3 of your teammates pick soldier and you're like, why not? And everyone else joins in. I mean, it's a game after all. It's meant to be fun. It's meant to be enjoyed. And these sort of crazy situations have led to some of my most memorable experiences while playing Overwatch. Blizzard has stated numerous times that having no hero limit and letting players switch heroes whenever they want at any point in the game, these are core parts of Overwatch's design. So it's very unlikely that this will ever change. However, when it comes to the competitive side of things, and when it comes to viewing the game as an esport, we're seeing a lot of recent major events and tournaments going in the complete opposite direction. Now, last week at the Gosu Gamers tournament, they actually went with the no hero limit. They said, well, this is how the game's designed, let's try this out for a tournament. The result? We saw an average of 4 Tracers on every King of the Hill map. 4 Tracers. The players, the viewers, and the casters were all complaining because it wasn't fun to play and it wasn't fun to watch. Now, as a result of this, we recently saw the ESL change their rules for the Overwatch Atlantic Showdown. They started off with no hero limit, and then after the first day of casting, everyone was complaining because of some of the ridiculous stuff that was going on. They decided to change the rules. They said, all right, going forward, we're going to impose 1 hero limit. That is what's going to happen. And it's majorly because we're seeing things like this double Lucio, double Winston, and double Tracer stack for both teams on King of the Hill maps. I think the question really becomes, is the issue no hero limit and people stacking certain heroes, or is the issue with the overtime and contest mechanics? Because what we're seeing is a lot of stacking of Tracer, Winston, Diva, and Lucio to quickly get back to the point and contest or push into overtime. And the result of this is games are staying in overtime for several minutes because there's no hard cap on the amount of time a match can be in overtime. And this tends to, again, not be fun for the players or the viewers on either side of that equation. So the issue appears to be not so much with the hero stacking, but with these mechanics, with overtime and contest only requiring people to briefly touch the point or walk next to the payload and to reset that overtime timer and before someone else on the team gets back. You throw a hero like Tracer with great mobility who's hard to hit, or someone like Diva who basically has 2 lives every time she gets back to the point, and you can see how this kind of snowballs into it's just a silly situation, really. So really, it does appear like this is our true problem. Hero stacking in and of itself isn't that huge of an issue. In fact, if anything, I think it makes the game more interesting. I think it can make for fun gameplay and interesting matches. It just isn't as fun or interesting when it comes to overtime and contesting. And then I just want to mention the fact of whether or not this matters, whether or not how the competitive scene is playing out and how hero stacking is working there actually matters. Should Blizzard be changing or balancing the game based on esports and viewership? While yes, certainly having a popular esport can help your game drive more people to purchase it, I don't know that that should be the primary goal, because I don't know that most of the player base even really cares. In fact, frankly, it's my opinion that first-person shooters in general as a spectator sport have never been really enjoyable to watch, especially ones with so much going on like Overwatch. In fact, the only competitive FPS that I've really enjoyed watching was CSGO, because it's simple and it's easy to follow. So I don't know that it's even gonna matter for Overwatch. As much as I love this game, I play it all the time, I love making videos on it and talking about the game. As a spectator sport, is it ever gonna be that great to watch? Whether or not there's hero limits? I'm not sure about that. You know, ultimately, I think hero stacking is fun, and this is a game. and we're here to have fun. And not to take away from the competitive, because I enjoy the competitive, but some of my favorite matches ever have involved ridiculous hero stacks on either side of the equation. No hero limit means that people can play what they want. They aren't locked out of a hero if someone else insta-locks them. So for these reasons, I don't see Blizzard changing the no hero limit. If anything, I think they just may need to rework overtime and contest mechanics, because again, on the competitive side of things, it's getting ridiculous. Double Tracer, double Lucio, double Winston, throw some divas in the mix on certain maps. It's not fun to watch. But that's only really gonna matter if Blizzard cares about Overwatch as an esport, which they've said they do, but should they? Will it matter? Is it gonna catch on? We'll see, only time will tell. I hope it does, because I really like the game, but I can't watch competitive matches for too long before I just want to go do something else. All right, guys, that is gonna do it for me here today. I wanna thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions on no hero limit, on one hero limit, on whether or not the hero limits or lack thereof is even the problem. Does it lie within the contest mechanic and overtime? That's where I'd place my money. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic afternoon, and until next time, I'll see you later.